Hi. Um, God, I don't even know where to start with today. It is 11:47 p.m., so I made it on Wednesday, March 18th. Things got bad overnight. They've been bad, right? Um, 457 people died in Italy overnight. That's the largest uh, number of deaths in a single night since this started. And there were 1,000 new cases confirmed, over 1,000 new cases confirmed in New York overnight since yesterday, whatever. Um, Oregon has extended the school closure through the end of April, April 28th. Originally, it was only supposed to go till March 30th. Kansas has canceled the rest of their school year entirely. Um, Trying to talk about it with Blue, as candidly as possible, but she thinks it's really upsetting, so she's not a huge fan of talking about it. But I really think it's important she understands what's going on. I feel like I barely understand what's going on. My dad is staying in the house, I guess, and my little brother said he was furloughed. I didn't know what that was. I guess it's like laid off, so. But he said he's okay. He's just worried about getting his hourly employees paid. All the dine-in bars and restaurants are still closed. As of right now, there's still delivery and takeout, drive-thrus, that sort of thing. Chicago feels different, though. I had an appointment with the IRS today, and I called ahead of time thinking maybe the office downtown would be closed. And the guy, I guess, was in Portland, but he assured me that it was not closed. And then we drove down there, and the security guard told me that they closed the office yesterday. So I got back on the phone with the number I had for making appointments with them, and the guy said that apparently nobody had updated the website, because even when I called back, it still said the Chicago office was open. But it's actually closed indefinitely. We thought this would go to like the end of March. And then they were saying maybe April, and then July, and then August. And then tonight, there was a study from a London university, and they were talking to the head scientist from the study. Excuse me. And he said that unless we make some like really drastic changes, there's a good chance that 2.2 million people will die in the U.S. from this. And then we're going to see huge social changes. Usually I'm pretty good at predicting how shit is going to look. But I think a big part of that is due to deductive reasoning. And you kind of need at least some facts to work with to use your deductive reasoning. I don't really know what's going on. My grandparents are scared. It makes me sad. I want to see them. I know I can't. My grandma said my grandpa fell today and hit his head, and she was scared, but couldn't take him to the doctor because they can't leave the house. And I guess also his hearing aid came in, and he was funny. I guess he said that he didn't want to pick it up because if he's dead, he can't use it anyway, so it's kind of pointless. It's a funny old dude. I finally got a hold of my brother. I don't remember I know I said what happened with him, but I don't remember if I got a hold of him. So that was cool. He finally texted me back. I'm glad he's okay. I mean, as far as I know. Told David we needed to get food for the house. That did not happen. I was hoping we could get some of the last things I need to finish up some of the rooms in here, like 2x4s and that spray foam for the gaps and cracks and stuff. But we didn't go pick that up from Menards or Home Depot, and who knows how much longer we'll be able to leave the house before they do the what is it called? What a great time for a brain fart. Shelter in place. Yeah. They already did it in San Francisco. They don't know how long it'll be before it's New York, but then after saying that all day, I guess somebody in New York said, maybe their governor or something, that they had no plans to do that there. It's sort of crazy when you get 1,000 new cases overnight. I know part of it is that they got more tests. They didn't have tests before, and now that they actually said because we're finally able to test that we should expect a huge increase in the number of cases over the next 4 to 5 days. It's weird. I mean, I listen to the news kind of like intermittently all day. When stuff starts repeating, I'll take a break maybe and listen to music, and then I go back and I check it because it's changing so fast. I don't know what's happening. And somebody earlier today said that it's because I like to worry, but honestly, I worry when I don't know what's going on. At least if I feel informed, at least as far as I can be informed in the situation. It's like something to hold on to. I want to understand the world around me. I can't do that unless I'm paying attention. So even when it's unpleasant, you got to do that. That's too many squares. Good God, if we have to shelter in place, how the fuck am I going to get cigarettes? Like, not a real problem, but if we don't have food, would be sort of helpful. I wish we had gone grocery shopping when I told them we should have. I wish we'd gotten the 2x4s when I told them that we should have. I really want to see my brother. Glad my kiddo's with me. I think we're going to paint the front stair hallway tomorrow. If we have time, we'll paint the back one too, maybe. And that's what's weird, right? Is if you're not paying attention, if you're not listening to the news, outside of the fact that like she's not at school like she should be, it just feels like a regular day. Everything just but like the whole world's on fire. And it goes between feeling like really overwhelming because everything is happening so quickly and it's just a lot of info and a lot of changes in a very small period of time, which will obviously cause bigger social changes, and even the experts have said that. But what do those changes look like? I don't know. If I come up with a theory, though, I will hopefully not forget it by the time I get to sit down and record something. They're talking about how they need to have the internet strengthened, or I don't know, I have to prepare for a bunch more traffic because everybody will be working from home that can work from home, and they're expecting that all kids will be taking their classes online. So even if we go to the store tomorrow, like everything's sold out, and the stores have said if people would stop panic shopping, like the supply chain is fine. It's just things are a little slow right now, but there's plenty for everybody. People need to stop freaking out. I mean, the rules keep changing. How am I supposed to know? Do I need to get tampons for me? Do I need to get tampons for my kiddo? Like, the utilities, are they just going to keep making them, the companies leave them on? I think he did something anyway of like rent or mortgages or something until April, that nobody can be evicted until after then. Yesterday I got to thinking about the prison population and wondering if they were being properly taken care of. How are they keeping new inmates that go into general pop, like, from infecting people who are in there, and how they keep the guards from infecting the prisoners. And I mean, if you say you're going to take care of a group of people, like, you have to be able to take care of them, right? And I don't know anybody right now who's in prison or anything like that. I know people who know people, but it's not even about that. I wasn't thinking about anyone in particular. I was just thinking about how they're our responsibility. And from what I've ascertained in the last day, essentially prisons are like petri dishes, and things spread around there a lot more quickly than they do on the outside. So they've started releasing low-level crime prisoners who are most susceptible to the illness, like people over 60 and stuff like that. Because they don't know what else to do. Nobody seems to know what to do. I really wonder how this is going to change things. I feel like I'm at a loss for words. All day I wanted to do this, and I just kept thinking I don't know what to say. I mean, I guess it's part of it, right? It's just not knowing what the hell to say. I mean, with all the flights and stuff, like, cut down, I find myself wondering, like, am I going to see my grand sister anytime in the foreseeable future? Or is that just not a thing that'll get to happen, because I am here in Chicago and she's out there in Boston? How long till I can hug my grandma and my grandpa and see my grandparents? Like, when will that be safe? How do we know when things are safe? They don't think things will get better now. They're saying for 18 to 24 months. What does that look like? What does life look like? Screen is so dirty. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm sad. I'm tired. I don't have any more answers now than when I started. I don't know if I hoped I would, but if I hoped I did, I guess I'll let myself down. I'm so tired. I'm so out of bed. I think I've been up for like 2 days and then slept for like not even a half hour in the car earlier. So, I think I'm gonna go to sleep, because when you're upset and you can't sleep, you stay awake too long, and your body makes you sleep, so. I am dying here. Wait, not literally. See, I'd say I gotta go smoking. That's not a thing I'm gonna do, so. Just wish my own brother were here. I hate worrying about him. But I feel like he doesn't always exercise appropriate caution in every situation. He's really friendly and outgoing and shakes everybody's hands. And just worried about him. 1 second. I did take notes earlier when I was listening to the news. So, March 18th, the Canada-US border is closed now. The UK just surpassed 2,600 cases, and they're closing their schools countrywide on Friday. I told you about Italy. They're still putting a lot of emphasis on the whole social distancing thing. Just about Kansas. Oh, they think California may be next for canceling school through the end of the school year. No countries appear to possess enough ventilators for the number of people they're predicting to need them. Which means God, pardon me. Which means, having to choose. How do you choose? How do you choose when everybody's an individual? How do you choose? Age, really? Really? That's what we're going with? What if a 90-year-old lady had 10 really good, brilliant, beautiful, kind years and putting awesome in the world? But instead you give the ventilator to some 20-year-old asshole just because they're 20. And let's not even be dramatic. Let's not even say that, and the kid makes it out and beats his wife all the time. Just... I've never understood how people can put a value on a human life or not think of people as people. You go and divert me. I still get that they're human. Barely, but